Okay. So anyway, I'm going to read this because I read this every year on this day because today is Veterans Day. And whenever someone tells me thank you for your service, I tell them, well, thank you for the sentiment, but unfortunately the US military does not serve the US people. So I don't want to be honored for that service. But I would like to be honored for the service that I do every day as a teacher, trying to make my community better, and as a poet, which you all do too. So I would like to honor all of you today with a poem. So this is my Veterans Day poem. Democracy means freedom is an action verb, not a common noun. And that is why I was a deserter during the first Persian Gulf distraction, because Gandhi said that when one is oppressed, no one is free. You see, they tell me to be all that I can be, but then tell me what I can and cannot do. Why is it so hard to get through to the people who need to hear it the most? You know, like the host who invites only his friends, but then pretends that we have to invade any who disagree for the protection and the safety of our country. We have to liberate them from their history and individuality so they can become all that he wants them to be. Man, freedom and democracy cannot be delivered from the barrel of a gun. I'd rather just watch the sun and sit under a tree reading Iraqi poetry, because the only true way to be all that we can be is for all of us to actually know what it truly means to be free. Yes, sir. No, sir. Tell me who to kill, sir. I've got no free will, sir, because I gave up my right to think for myself, put it up on a shelf when you decided that Halliburton needed new oil wells. Now, it was a hard sell, so you packaged it in 9/11 tragedy. Haven't we learned a damn thing from history? Back in Vietnam, Uncle Sam was up to no good and then had the nerve to tell us where we stood. And when we tried to make a public stand of our own, they gave us the back of their hands with tear gas and Kent State aftermath. And now, like a recovering abuser, they're once again telling us how we should use our military for their corporate profits. Why the fuck aren't we doing something to stop this? Isn't this our tax dollars that they're raping for a disaster of their own making? Yet too many just sit silently by, watching mothers and wives and fathers and husbands cry as our strongest sons and daughters die or come back in pieces that we can't even recognize, while we continuously uncover lie after lie after lie after lie about why we're even there in the first place. They're not even doing anything to try to pick up the pieces. Should our children have given their blood, sweat, tears, and souls for a cause that amounts to nothing more than just a recklessly planned black hole? You know, maybe Nancy Reagan was right. The only way for us to all to really see the light, just say no.